All right, let's talk about something I know is on a lot of your minds. You're paying a publicist, maybe thousands of dollars a month, but is it actually doing anything? Today, we're going to break down how to calculate the real return on your PR investment and figure out, once and for all, if that publicist is worth their retainer. I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? You see that invoice pop up in your inbox every single month, you send the payment, and there's this nagging feeling of, am I making a smart investment in my career, or am I just kind of hoping this all works out? And hey, if you feel that way, you are definitely not alone. For so many artists, PR feels like a total black box. Money goes in, but what comes out feels vague. It's hard to connect the dots between what you spent and what you got. Well, it's time we change that. Okay, so first things first, we have to make a really important mindset shift. We've got to stop thinking about PR as some kind of unpredictable magic. It's not. We need to start treating it for what it actually is, a measurable business expense, just like running ads or buying new gear. This right here is the core of it all. The myth is that you pay your publicist and they guarantee you results, they guarantee you coverage. But the reality? That's not what you're paying for. You're paying for their effort and their access. You're paying them to do the outreach, to do the pitching. That's the service. So if we're paying for effort, how do we actually measure that and the impact it has? Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through a super simple 3-step guide that is going to give you all the clarity you've been looking for. Let's use a real-world example to make this concrete. Okay, let's say your publicist has a retainer of $1,500 a month. A pretty typical campaign is going to run for about 3 months. So your total investment for that campaign is $4,500. That number right there is our starting point. So here's our 3-step framework. Step 1, we just did it. We know our total cost is $4,500. Easy. Now, for steps 2 and 3, we have to understand the huge difference between outputs and outcomes. Trust me, they are not the same thing. Okay, outputs. Think of these as the actual work your publicist is doing. This is their report card of effort. You should be able to ask them, how many outlets did you pitch me to? How many follow-ups did you complete? How many interviews did we book? If you can't get a clear, straightforward answer to these questions, that is a major, major red flag. And now for step 3, outcomes. So if outputs are the effort, outcomes are the real-world results. Did your streaming numbers actually go up? Did you get a bump in followers? Did you sell more tickets to your shows? Did any brands reach out? These are the things that actually move the needle on your career and your bank account. But here's where it gets really interesting, because sometimes the biggest value you get from PR isn't just direct sales. It's this other thing, this kind of secret ingredient called leverage. And understanding this is the key to seeing the true ROI. So, what the heck is leverage? It's the power that comes from credibility. It's when a booking agent offers you a better guarantee because they saw your feature in a cool magazine. It's when a bigger artist agrees to collaborate because you've got that social proof. It's the PR opening doors that used to be slammed shut. Which brings us to the actual formula for figuring out your return on investment. And look closely at the top part. It's not just revenue gained, it's leverage value gained. You have to account for the value of those new opportunities when you're deciding if the cost was worth it. Let me make this super simple. Let's say you spent $5,000 on a PR campaign. And because of the press you got, you were able to book $6,000 in new shows that you know you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Well, that's a positive ROI. You're in the green. It really can be that straightforward. All right, it's time to bring this all home. Let's put everything we've talked about into a couple of practical tools you can use to make a confident final call on your publicist. This right here is your PR scorecard. After you've given the campaign a fair shot, I'm talking like 8 to 12 weeks, sit down with this and be honest. On a scale of 0 to 10, how was the press quality? Did it reach the right people? Did it actually help you book gigs? The total score at the end is going to tell you a whole lot. And finally, here's your cheat sheet. On the left, these are the signs of a great publicist. They give you clear reports, they communicate, they're on the same page as you. On the right, these are the deal breakers. No proof of work, they go silent for weeks, they're landing you placements that make absolutely no sense for you. If you're seeing more from that right-hand column, it is definitely time for a serious talk. So when you put it all together, when you track the cost, the outputs, the outcomes, and that all-important leverage, you can finally answer the question for yourself. Is your PR a smart, strategic investment that's building your career, or is it just expensive hope? Now you have the tools to find out.